Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go, go.
Man, do we have a lot to unpack here. But what's going on, guys? Rudy here, back with another video. And my Minnesota Timberwolves just traded for Rudy Gobert. Now I'm going to get into all the trade details and what I think of the trade and everything like that. And of course, I had to throw on the Timberwolves shirt for this video. But first, I'm going to talk about where I was whenever I found out about the trade. So, for those of you that don't know, I live in Pennsylvania, and since I said that, some of you might be asking, why aren't you a 76ers fan? That's because I live on the Pittsburgh side of Pennsylvania, and they don't have an NBA team, and I'm not going to root for the 76ers because Pittsburgh, Philly, you guys understand. So, I was in the pool. It was a nice day, like 90 degrees, and now it's thunderstorming, so good old-fashioned Pennsylvania for you. But I got out of the pool, checked my phone. My phone's blowing up. All my friends that watch the NBA know I'm a Timberwolves fan, and every single one of them, I'm not even exaggerating, every single one of them texting me, sending me articles, sending me Woj tweets. Yo, do you see what the Timberwolves just did? Do you see what your team just did? They just got Rudy Gobert to Minnesota, all that fun stuff. And the first thought that went through my mind was, please tell me we still have Cat, because I do not want to lose Cat. I love Cat. How can you hate Cat? He's been through so much and still strives on and off the court. It's hard to hate that guy. So, I love Cat. Have multiple Cat jerseys. Love that dude. So, if we would have traded him, I would have been mad. I'm going to be honest. I would have been heated. But we managed to keep him. And getting Rudy Gobert, one of the best defensive players in the league, paired with Cat, who some say struggled defensively, which they might be right. But he strives offensively. And Gobert sometimes struggles offensively but strives defensively night in and night out. So I think pairing them together is probably one of the best backcourts, if not the best front court, if not the best front court in the NBA. So now getting into what we had to give up to get Rudy Gobert. I'm not a big fan of giving up our entire future for him. Gave up 4 first-round picks along with the first-round pick that we just drafted this year, Walker. I'm not a big fan of that because the last time we traded away our whole future was for Jimmy Butler, and we all see how that turned out. He brought drama into the locker room, put down Cat and Wiggins. I'm glad Wiggins is striving now and just got his ring. Good for him. I'm glad about that. I loved Wiggins, but that was the last time we traded away our future, and we see how that turned out. But hopefully it's different this time, because this time we got someone to pair perfectly with Karl-Anthony Towns. We also were able to keep D'Angelo Russell. Keep that in mind, because I thought some people might say he's washed, but I still think he's a solid player when he's healthy. Keyword, when he's healthy. If this team can stay healthy and gets a couple bench guys, they're straight, because they trade away their like main guys off their bench, Beasley and Beverly, in the trade. They traded those guys away. Beasley was, besides Cat, was like the only player who can consistently make threes last season. You can argue with me in the comments if you want, but it's the truth. Malik Beasley was like the only guy consistently shooting and making threes, because Anthony Edwards had his hot streaks and cold streaks. D'Lo had his hot streaks and cold streaks. It's basketball, But traded away 4 first-round picks, though. That's the part I really don't agree with. Because if it takes 4 first-round picks to get Rudy Gobert, they should have tried to get Kevin Durant or something at that rate. Because 4 first-round picks for Rudy Gobert is going to take like 8 for Kevin Durant then. Probably not, but you see what I'm getting at. But Patrick Beverly, losing him, I love Patrick Beverly. He's one of those guys where you love when he's with you, but you hate when you have to go against him. Because I'm not going to lie, sometimes he's annoying on defense. He's annoying. Always, he's a pesky player. That's what he is, pesky player. And he took our defense to a whole nother level this season, because the season before we got him, we were one of the worst defensive teams in the league. Just no other way to put it, but that's facts. We're one of the worst defensive teams in the league. But I feel like he elevated Vanderbilt to the next level because Vanderbilt this season was amazing defensively, rebounding, blocking, all that. He was amazing. And he also brought a little bit out of Cat, I feel like. He was just a good locker room leader. So I'm going to miss Beverly. Malik Beasley, already discovered him. Vanderbilt, that kid hustles, man. I love Jared Vanderbilt. I will always root for all these guys. All these guys were big contributors to, even though they got first rounded, they're big contributors to where they ended up. They were. And Rudy Gobert, all I'm saying, adding Rudy Gobert makes this team one of the best teams in the West if they can stay healthy. I'm not finished. One of the best teams in the West if they can stay healthy, if they add a couple bench guys through free agency. Because they obviously don't have enough to go out and trade left and right unless they're like these small trades. But I don't feel like trading like McDaniels to get another player of his similar caliber because you're not really doing much there. So I would rather go out and get some new guys, bring them into the system along with the young guys we still have because our team is still relatively young with Edwards. D'Lo's one of the veterans. Cat is one of the veterans now. Gobert's one of the veterans, but McDaniels, Edwards, we still got those guys. Jalen Noel, still got those guys. So I think the Timberwolves are in a good place right now. And I was talking to one of my good friends who's a 76ers fan, and he was one of the first people that texted me about this trade. And we were talking, and he was like, so how do you feel? And I was like, at first I was stuck on the, this is like whenever I first found out. At first I was really stuck on the giving away our young talent and our future, which I basically covered that. But he was like, man, I wouldn't be too worried about giving up your future right now because you just got Rudy Gobert. And then he was saying, then we were both going back and forth about how well he can compare with Towns and how compatible they will be. And the more I was thinking about it, and a couple hours have passed now, the more I was thinking about it, the more I love the trade. Now, some people, I've been reading comments because the first thing I do when my team's involved in a trade of this caliber is go to the comment section of ESPN's post, of Woe's tweet, whatever. Go to the comment section. And everyone's, not everyone, but there's people saying the Timberwolves got fleeced. And I could see where they're coming from, giving up 4 first-round picks. But in hindsight, they're not waiting for the future. They're ready to win now. Win the first chip in franchise history. They're ready to do that now. They made significant progress last season, and this season, they're easily a top 4 seed if healthy. Top 4 seed if healthy. I feel like everything that they do the following season depends on if they can stay healthy. That is what the following season depends on. But Rudy Gobert coming in instantly makes the team way better because he fills the defensive holes that Beverly and Vanderbilt getting traded created. He fills those holes instantly. So I feel like the Timberwolves are in a good spot to compete next season. And I'm just really excited for next season as a Timberwolves fan. And it hasn't been that many seasons in recent memory where you could say that last season I was really excited. And this season, I'm even more excited because I think they could do way better this season than they did last season. So, as always, guys, if you guys follow the NBA, let me know down below your thoughts on this whole trade. If you think the Jazz fleeced the Timberwolves, if you think the Timberwolves won, or if you think it was a good deal for both sides. Because I was reading reports that the Jazz are undecided on what to do. They might build around Donovan Mitchell now and just retool all the young players around him. Or they ship off Donovan Mitchell for more young talent and just start the complete rebuild. So I don't know what the Jazz are going to do. I feel like they should keep Donovan Mitchell, obviously, because he's a generational talent. But that's not my place. I'm a Timberwolves fan. This is a Timberwolves video, not a Jazz video, because I'm not a Jazz fan. I don't watch them consistently, so I can't speak on them. So, as always, guys, that's been it. Peace.